The new Jay-Z interview is fire, bro. I watched that joint this morning at the laundromat, and it was a real good interview. Salute to Jay-Z for mentioning Trenton, New Jersey. That's my hometown where I was born at. Yes, Jay-Z did live in Trenton. I'm not gonna say he was raised in Trenton because he moved there like 16, but he had ties in Trenton for a long time. Like I remember I seen a picture on Twitter um, of him. Jay-Z popped off at 26, 27. So his last birthday before he popped off, he was celebrating in Trenton with Trenton niggas. So it's like it's obvious that he grew up in Marcy, but a lot of his becoming a man was from Trenton. You feel me? If you go there at 16 and you in and out of there from 16 to 26, 27, 30, that's really where you from. You feel me? So Jay-Z from Trenton, dog. That nigga ain't from Marcy. He ain't from Cambridge, Maryland. And I want to say this too. It's only two niggas in this world who from Trenton and from Maryland too, and that's me and Jay Z. You feel me? But anyway, this Jay Z interview is actually fire, dog. Um, I love to see how certain people age. You feel me? Especially me, just turned 31. Age within hip hop, age within real life, age within like comedy, any of that. You see somebody like a Jay Z, a Kanye who's aging well. You feel me? I seen on Twitter somebody like a Tracy, Ellis Ross, like beautiful women aging fine and dudes aging still looking good. And one thing I seen about the Jay Z interview, bro, no Diddy, bro's skin, he looks healthy. You feel me? His skin is glowing. He's not fat. He doesn't look like he's been on cigarettes and drugs his whole life. Nigga seem like he been reading, chilling in the sun, hanging out with his family. That's something that everybody could look at, and his words hit harder. You feel me? Than fucking not Beanie Siegel, because Beanie Siegel taking care of himself too right now. But like a dirty looking fat broke rapper, like those words don't hit the same. You feel me? Looking at a nigga and their skin glowing, their hair look healthy, they look healthy, their mind is healthy, they're about their family, their words stick harder. That's even coming from you in Home Depot. If you're in Home Depot and you're walking past, a nigga that's with ketchup stains on his shirt who's 700 pounds and missing teeth and shit like that, his words gonna hit, but you looking at him like, bro, you're fucking look like you're about to die any moment. Jay Z looks healthy, you feel me? So that kind of comes across in the interview as well. He speaks about him working on new music, which all this stuff. First thing I kind of thought about was why he's doing this. Why is bro doing this interview? Um, I do think he's coming out with new music. He's doing his shows and stuff like that. He's trying to pop out more. So I think Jay Z might be coming out with an album within like the next year. You feel me? He's getting his feet wet. He's putting stuff out there. Um, Jay Z was always an artist that I had to grow on. When I was younger, I never really understood it. Big fan of like a Big Sean, Lil Wayne, Fabulous. I liked easy catch lines and punch lines and shit like that. Jay Z, um, had to get older to kind of understand him. His albums, his music almost plays like a novel or something like that. He's saying a lot of different shit in it. You feel me? Same thing would go for an artist like Pusha T or somebody like that. You feel me? But anyway, amazing Jay Z interview. But what I will have to say is, bro, I feel like bro is kind of capping about that Drake and Kendrick thing. He kind of spoke about him not picking sides or whatever like that. Oh, I'm whole. Why would I care about that? He had the biggest year of his life, and he had the whatever. Um, Jay Z's no dumb nigga. You feel me? He probably read Art of War, 48 Laws of Power. He read books like that. I don't think he got nothing against Drake. But I also look at it like this too. When they speak about like the top hip hop rappers of all time and shit like that, they bring up Drake, Kanye, Wayne, Jay Z. I look at it like this: Michael MJ always embraced Kobe, but he never really embraced LeBron. The reason why MJ embraced Kobe because Kobe was damn near a replica of MJ. LeBron is the only one that's at threat of taking MJ off his throne, so MJ would never really fuck with him. Drake is basically at threat of taking Jay Z off his throne. You feel me? If that he people say Drake don't got classic albums, but he does. But if Drake continues to go, he will be the biggest rapper of all time. He's probably the biggest rapper now. So I think there is some 48 Laws of Power shit involved with that. The other thing is this, dog. The whole Kendrick had a massive year and all that shit like that. A lot of that came from being the Drake hater at the end of the day, bro. He dropped an amazing album. I don't even remember the name of it. Oh, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. He dropped an amazing album where any of them songs could have been played in the Super Bowl. Any of them songs could have been a hit. Who was the joint? 99 or like whatever joint he had that sound like a COVID mask. On that album, a few songs on that album could have been a hit. Count Me Out. A few songs could have been a hit. None of them really became no hits. Nigga came out, had to diss Drake, and that's why he had the massive year of his life. He dissed the biggest rapper, dog. It's fucking regular common sense. This how shit goes, bro. My man in middle school was slow, but even him being slow, he told me one of the most biggest things ever, which was like on some book shit. He said, "Yo, when you get to high school, after about a week or two, and mind you, my man was he was actually like really like a slow kid, like for real, but he was smart enough to have a little combos with us. He was like find like the most popular kid after a week or two and get in a fight with him. That's gonna have your name out there. That's gonna spread your name throughout the school. People gonna know who you are. You feel me? Um, but also just keep in mind too, if you win that fight, I'm not gonna say that's gonna make you the top dog of the school, but it's gonna put you up there. You feel me? And even if Kendrick would have lost his battle, him sparring with Drake and Drake responding, that is enough to put a nigga up there. That's why somebody said Drake should never responded. But don't listen to this cap dog. Jay-Z knew exactly what he was doing. Niggas hating on Drake if we really be honest.